Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Pine Valley Zoo and I'm going to be working mostly in our Creepy Crawly Caves today. So this is what we were working on last time and I'm really pleased with how this entranceway turned out. It's something a bit different, something I've not really done before. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Not finished yet, of course. This is the correct spelling of Crawley, because for some reason I wasn't too sure about that last episode, but there we go. So that's all good. So I am going to be in there. However, something that I forgot to do, which I think is quite an easy thing to fix, I was going to make it, excuse me, I was going to make it so the flamingos could get into this area here, wasn't I? I thought it'd be nice to have let the flamingos have a little area to get into where the hippos couldn't go. So I'm just going to test that by, I reckon I might be able to do it by literally just deleting that. Now let me just see. I'm going to assume. Good, yeah, so they can't get through. Now where's a flamingo? Yay, there we go. The flamingos can get through. So all I need to do is just adjust where the edge of the habitat is, which is never that easy because you can't. I really struggle to select the thingy. Hang on, if I go to habitat, does that allow me to sorry, barriers? Yes, because then I can click on it. Good. Right, so where do I need it to go? I think it's hard to do this with these null barriers. You can never quite tell where they are. Right, that's going over there, so let's move this right over to here. Then where does it go? Over there. Okay, that's fine. I think that's okay now. Let me just check that. Awesome, look at that. So our flamingos have got their own private little bit of woodland that they can go into. But they can't escape. They can't hop up here and disappear, which is really good. In reality, they probably could. But then in reality, they could just fly away as well. So, yeah, I kind of like that. It's just a simple little idea, but it's, yeah, it adds a whole new dimension to the habitat, doesn't it? So, yeah, I'm glad I remembered to do that. For anyone who thought I'd forgotten, I had. But there we go. Right, so let's get back to our Creepy Crawly Cave. So, lots of work to do here. I want to get this entrance area finished first. I want to get some foliage in around here and leading up onto this. So let me highlight this. What I'm thinking on here is some ivy growing up it from the base. Let's see what we've got. I think we've got some new ivy, haven't we? Yeah, we've got this variegated ivy. I don't think it's a lovely bit of ivy actually. It will look really nice sort of hanging like this if I can get it in the right sort of place. What does it look like? See, that does look nice actually, doesn't it? I can probably use it here. Depends. Let me just. Ooh, why has that got different? Oh, it's got little biome settings down there. Interesting. Let me get rid of the angle snap. Let's just see if it looks any good at all having some of it up on here. Yeah, do you know, I don't mind that actually. I quite like that. But let's see, because I don't really think it's, yeah, it's not going to be suitable, I don't think, for down here. Actually, I want a line to surface. This is the stuff I'm thinking of. Look at that, really nice dense stuff. So if I can kind of space it out right, I can make it really crawl up the back of this. I can probably kind of turn it like that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Although actually a little bit of 3D-ness might not be the worst thing in the world, but for now let's just, yeah, so something like that, and then over this side something similar. Let's see, let's try and mix it up a little bit on this one. Let's try and get some of this on. What's this going to look like? Oh, I'm not sure it's not dense enough, is it? No, it's not going to look right. I need the same density so that it looks consistent. I think you can turn this in any direction, can't you? It's not really growing, excuse me, it's not really growing in a particular direction, is it? So I think I can get away with that kind of thing. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Just adds that little bit of extra greenery into there. And then I'm just wondering, what have we got here? I'm wondering if any of this is going to be relevant up here. Hang on, let's get rid of the align to surface. Just wondering if I can have any of this kind of just around the top, just poking out a little bit. You know, really creating that jungle feeling. And then I can have it down on the base here, I think, as well. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Let's get some over this side. To be honest, I'll probably use that here to kind of cover up some of this bit here. Yeah, that looks nice. Let me just go inside, make sure I'm not messing anything up in here. Actually, do you know what? I don't mind it actually coming through the roof. It just looks like sort of some sort of stuff growing on the roof, doesn't it? In fact, I can even use this in here and have it as a roof plant like that. Just kind of poking through from time to time. Let's have a look. Let me just... Yeah, I like that actually. That looks really nice, doesn't it? I'll do that all the way through the cave, I think. I was thinking, because I'd like to have the stalagmites on the ground, you know, which are the pointed bits of stone that are going upwards, and then you've got stalactites that hang down from the ceiling. But I didn't want to necessarily do too much coming down from the ceiling as well as the floor. I think it'd be a bit over the top. But actually, if I have the stalagmites down the bottom, and then I can do things like that at the top, I think that would look nice. But let's finish out here first. Hang on, let's just do my favourite search. Bring up the bushes. Let's see what else I could get out here. See, I'd like to have different colours of green. If I'm going to have it green out here, I want it to be a bit of variety. You know, I like this stuff. This is really nice. Let's get some over here. Just, you know, just mixing it up, blending stuff in, hiding a bit of the dirt around here. Actually, I'll probably bring it right into these two gaps here as well. And in fact, maybe no, not into there. I think just these gaps. I think let's get it there. Let's see what else we've got here. What's the sagebrush? That's a little bit too similar. Let's go for something a bit different. That's quite a nice one, actually. I mean, it's not a nice looking plant, but it kind of looks like it belongs there, you know. Let's get a couple of these in here. Let's get one over here. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that one there. Let's get one in here. Maybe one little tree or something potentially sticking somewhere. No, I think that's all a bit too big. Actually, that could work just in there, I think. Let's have a look. Maybe give it a bit of an angle. What do we think? I don't want to block the sign. Yeah, that is just blocking that a little bit, isn't it? Let's just see if I can maneuver this just a little bit, or even just turn it so it's not... There we go. So it's not blocking the sign quite so much. Yeah, that looks good. I don't mind that. As you come, because you're coming from over here anyway, so you're going to see the sign there, and then you can come down. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That looks much better now as an entrance, doesn't it? It looks much more inviting like that. I'm not going to do anything up here yet because I don't know what's going to be up here, because obviously this is a whole new area, so there may well be a habitat up on the top here, so there might be some fencing or something along here, so at some point that will get developed, but for now I just want to focus on what's down here. And obviously I will do all around here at some point, but I want to work my way in here first, I think. Actually, I needed something just in there, didn't I? Let's just get something in here. Something different. Oh, how's that going to look in there? Yeah, there we go. That just fills that little gap in there. Nice. Okay, good. Right, I might have to do lighting as I go along in this cave. Now, I've got an idea for the lighting. I want to use these, and I want to make it green. I'm not sure what sort of green. I need a line to surface. I guess I'm going to have to get it over to nighttime and see what it's looking like. Places like this will look at their best at night, of course. Now what I need to do is put the lights in before I put all this greenery in, because otherwise the lights will try and connect to the greenery, which we don't want. Excuse me. That's going to look really nice actually, so let's keep going with this. Let's change the colour back. Don't do that. Right, so let's get the lights in place first. Oh, I don't know what it's trying to connect to there. It's like it's trying to connect onto the, I don't know, the camera almost. It's a bit strange. Right, let's just dot these all the way around here. Don't have to be too precise with these. Lots of work to be done in here, of course, as we know. Whenever I've done anything underground like this, it's always a lot more time and effort than you hope. you think it's a good idea, and it is a good idea, but yeah, they always take a lot of detailing to make them actually look good. Where do I want this one? Right over here. Let's get one back in here as well. Obviously all of that needs work. Good, okay. So that's our lighting. So quite subtle. There might be a few more lights here and there, maybe one or two dotted around on the floor, but I wanted to get that roof done first. Let's get it back to daytime so I can see what I'm doing. Was this all part of a group? It was, yes. So I'm gonna continue with this theme, this stuff. Let's get rid of that. I'm just going to raise this up and use this on the ceiling, because I just really like the look of this stuff. I just think it looks really cool. So I don't want to completely cover everything. I'll just dot it around. I want you to come in here and really feel like you're walking underground, like there's stuff dripping. I might put some sort of water drips and things in here as well. I mean, some of this stuff might get swallowed up when I re-landscape a little bit in here, but I think most of it will be okay. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm filming this episode, just to give you a bit of insider information. I'm recording this on Sunday the 30th. So I am getting quite a few episodes ahead of you now. And I'm doing that for a reason. And that is mainly because this coming week, as I've said before on the channel, me and my girlfriend are having a baby. And we're in the middle of decorating the nursery at the moment. And this coming week in the evenings, I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing that. So I'm not going to have much time for recording. So I just thought I would try and get a few episodes recorded today to try and sort of get ahead of myself a bit. So that's why I'm doing it like I'm doing it. So please forgive me. Yeah, so please do, continue leaving all your comments and things though, because I do pay attention, and like I always say, if you give me a good suggestion, I will go back and make changes. So yeah, please do keep the suggestions coming. Right, I'm just thinking this this bit in here, I like the idea of having a light shining down on each side here to kind of highlight the shops. Let me just try and make sure that's roughly balanced on each side. How is that going to look? Yeah, I like that. It just gives you that little orange glow around the entrance there as well, which I really like. I'll tell you what, I'm going to need a light outside to highlight this sign. Let's just see if this is going to be strong enough to give me any actual glow. No, it's not. I'm going to need one of these. in green. Yeah, this is what I need, isn't it? Right, let's just... Oh, look at that. That's almost perfect straight away, isn't it? Look at that. First time. Usually it takes me ages to get that sort of thing positioned, but that is just about perfect straight away. It's in the flower bed, it's on the floor, and it's shining on the light perfectly. Oh, that's lovely. I tell you what, this area over here just needs a light, doesn't it? I wonder if I can just get a green light on this side. Up under here, maybe. Doesn't seem to be kicking out a lot of light, actually, these ones. Usually they give a bit more than that. It's not doing a tremendous amount, is it? Maybe. No, it does look better with, I think. Just that little bit of green there. Or does it? I don't know. Oh no, do you know what? No, I don't think it does. I think... Does it need another spotlight on that side? Maybe. Hang on, where's the spotlight? No, spotlight. Spotlight. Spotlight! I don't want the bush, I want the spotlight. Go away! Go away! Sometimes it can be really hard to select these things. I'm just going to put a new one down, aren't I? Fine. Be awkward. Right, let's get the spotlight. Let's make it green, and let's see, is it going to be too much if I have one over on this side as well? Let's just move it into the flower bed here. What do we think? Is that too much? No, I don't think that is too much. Let's just move it about, see what looks... Actually, that looks a bit better rather than shining on this side there. Get it right in this bush so it's just highlighting like that. What do we think to that? I like that. I like that we get a little bit of orange. There's a bit of an orange glow in here as well, so you can just see that there's shops inside there. And if you're coming from this angle, same thing. You can see the shop highlighted inside there. But that, I like that. I like that that looks really dark and eerie. That's the whole point. I want it to look dark in here, but as you come in, you can see the lighting changes, and off you go. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. I'm not actually going to do much detailing, I don't think, on these, because they look pretty good just as they are. They don't really need anything else. I might just have a look at the shop fascias, I think they're called. Where'd you find them? Are they... never quite sure where they are. Ah, here we go. Fascias. I don't know if any of these are going to be relevant in any way. Okay, where's it gone? It's getting all confused. Why is it... Yes, select the wall. Why is that not letting me... There we go. That's all going a bit strange, wasn't it? Right, let's get it in position, and then I will kind of flip them around a bit. And okay, that doesn't quite work. Okay, let's just flick through some and see if any of them look relevant. Why is it made them too small? That's really odd. You'd think they'd at least all be the same size. That's quite a nice one, actually, isn't it? Not sure it really looks relevant to what's in here. Actually, that's nice. Just that little window. Let's just keep going, see if there's anything else. No. See if there's anything sort of reptilian looking. Oh, that's a little bit jungly, isn't it? Not really cavey though. That's the look I'm going for, is caves. No. I think that other one was probably the best. It looks quite good with the green light on it, doesn't it? Right, now have I got that lined up? Okay. No, it's too small, isn't it? Why on earth have they made them too small? That's very strange. I mean, I think I can just about get away with it. At least you've got the dark edges of the thing behind it there, so you can, yeah, you can use that one. I think. What have we got height wise? Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's use that, and then I'll do the same over on this one. it lets me. Oh, it's really being tricky here, isn't it? Come on. I'm not sure what it's trying to connect to, but it's clearly not working. Okay, let's get that down and out and across. Yeah, I mean it's not perfect, unfortunately. I really don't know why that's the wrong size when it's an in-game piece. It really shouldn't be like that. But you know what, I like the look of it, so I'm gonna use it. Right, I think that's all the detail I'm gonna do. I don't think that needs any more. I love how dark that is in there. That looks really good. Okay, so let's get back to daytime. So the roof is looking good. I'll tell you what I need to do is get the exhibits in. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So let's get some of these put in. I don't want too many, and I want them, they're probably all going to be on the outside. I might be able to get one on the inside. It depends how much of the, you know, how much it gets rid of when I try to do it. I've got to try and get this in just the right spot. Okay, so yeah, so this is roughly what I want to try and do. Ideally, I only want it connecting one way, but I don't know if that's really possible, or if it's, yeah, it's kind of automatically going to try and connect twice, isn't it? Now, I don't know if I build that and then delete that bit of path. I don't know if that works. Let's just put it in and see what happens. Okay, so the roof is fine. No, see what? Let's no, let's just get rid of that. Let's just do that whole thing again. I think I need to maneuver it further across. Let's just line this up again. Yeah, I think I need to just keep it right over here somewhere. Let's turn it, yeah, more like that, because I don't want this, oh, excuse my dodgy camera work. It's really hard to navigate underground. I don't want any of this disappearing. So I need to put it in such a way that it just does that. Yeah, so it creates its own little cave like that, and no more. Because then I can kind of block this in. Yeah, that will look good. Okay, cool. So there's one. Now, can I get one in the middle here? I don't think I can. No, do you know what? I'm not even going to try. Actually, I'm going to keep them on the outside. So what do I want? I want one. I've got the back one over here. So I probably want another one. Let's just get that in and sort of roughly position it. Something like that. And then I'll have one more in the middle. Yeah, let's do that. How does that look? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I'm wondering if that one's far enough back. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's get one more in the middle here. So it's really hard working underground. Okay, so I think that's, yeah. Whoops. Right, let's bring that back here. So I want to make sure this one is roughly halfway between them. So maybe over a little bit more. Just take it back. How does that look? One there and then one there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let's just get that in, see what it looks like. Cool, okay. Good, so that's those three. Now, have I got room? See, I reckon I can get one in here as well if I'm clever, which, you know, does happen occasionally. Yeah, something like that. I just hope that's not butting into that shop too much. You know, I might just move it down further. I've got plenty of room to play with. I don't think. Yeah, I don't quite think there's going to be room there for another one, but certainly just there. Let's just plonk that in and see if that works. That does work. That has not interrupted anything else. Great. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. Right. Let's get animals in. So what do we want? Now, there are new things with these exhibits, aren't there? Where if you can assign people and they will actually take the animals out of the exhibit and show them to people, which is kind of cool. Right. Definitely want a couple of snakes. So let's get a couple of boa constrictors. Spiders are a bit small. What did we have out the front? Ah, I love these. So let's get a pair of them. Right, so we've got the fruit bats. Actually, I will get some more fruit bats because I want more of them in the bat exhibit anyway. So let's get another 4 of those. Salamanders. Oh, what is that? Is that a burrowing what? Oh, it's a cockroach. Cool. Scorpions, probably not. Oh, the Gila monsters. They're pretty cool. Let's get a pair of them. And then one more. Big old frog. So green iguana is what I had at the start. I could get another iguana potentially. Yeah, let's get another iguana. Why not? So let's get you and you. Okay, great. So I think if you just click on these, you can then just come in here and say, right, I want that one and that one. And in they go. Nice. Right, okay. Let's come back to our other ones. So the bats go in here. So let's highlight the bats. There we go. I like that these just appear as well. You don't have to actually wait for them to be delivered. Right, a couple of iguanas in that one. Obviously, I'll come back in a minute and sort all these habitats out. Let's get a couple of boa constrictors into that one. And then let's get the Gila monsters into that one. Excellent. Great. So the idea with these now, so you have your animals and your layout. So obviously I want all the extra bits and pieces in these. Get the climate sorted out so they like it a bit hotter and okay, a lot less humid. Let's just let that adjust itself. So open or close. I think if you close it and then you put on that, I think that's the idea. In fact, do you just do that and close? Okay, not sure. Yeah, so you have your 3D backgrounds around it like that. That looks really good. Hang on, were there more options for this? Now suddenly I can't click on it. Right, let's just check the climate. Okay, that's a bit too less humid and it needs to still be hotter. So customize log, maintenance every month, management. That's all that stuff again. Interesting. I'm not sure about assigning the staff members to it. I need to look into that to see how you do that. Okay, climate is good. Customized. Perfect. Let's just change the name. Cool. So, and then the idea is what I'll do is I will put a cover over the front and then build it sideways so it looks like it just blends into the wall, and the same at the top as well. And I think it will look really nice, but we shall see. What's this one? Let's go. Let's constrictor. I'll make sure I spell it right. Animals 2, good. Are they happy? Let's just get all of this in first. I don't know why it has these extras. I'm assuming if you're playing the game properly, they just cost extra money to put these things in, but it's negligible amounts, I would have thought. Okay, so I don't want that one. I want those three all to be closed, all with 3D backgrounds. Get them all looking nice. Let's just check that. That's all good. Maintenance every month. Excellent. Can we see our snakes? Yes, we can. There's one. Spot the snake. Not always the easiest of things to find. Who knows? It's in there somewhere. Well, I hope it's in there somewhere. What was in this first one? Oh, the Gila monsters, yeah. They can hide pretty easily as well. They seem to go underground a lot. Oh, there's one right in front of me on the tree there, look. Lovely models. They the detailing on the reptiles is very good. Right, that's 2 done. Actually, I just want to check my bats, make sure we've got all our bats flying around in here. Yeah, we do. This is going to need a whole load of work to make it look really good, and I'll probably get more bats. I want a lot of bats basically in there. Right, where are we up to? Let's get this one. Oh, you can see the iguanas quite easily there. That's good. Right, so these are, I'll just call these lesser iguana. Animals 2. Let's get all their extras in. Make sure they're as happy as they can be. Climate isn't quite right. I know I don't need to get this right because I've got all the animal things turned off, but to the best of my ability, I want it to look and be appropriate for the animals. Okay, there we go. Oh, look, you can customize the water. That's interesting. Didn't realize you could do that. That might be a new thing. How's the climate? Still not hot enough. Let's just crank it up a little bit. Excellent, that's that. And then we've got one more. Or was there 2 more? Can't remember. No, it was just the one more, wasn't it? What was in here? Ah, these are the terrapins. Where are they? There's one. Having a little chill there. He needs some light. I actually own a couple of terrapins. Excuse me. I own a couple of terrapins myself, and I know from experience that they do love to bask. Mine live in a pond in the garden. They have a pond and they have some land that they can get out onto. They're not the most interesting of pets, but you know, they are what they are. I've owned mine for nearly 30 years, I think. Probably, actually no, it must be more than 30 years now. Just trying to think. I bought mine. I got them back in the days when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were all the thing. You know, they were all over the TV, and I would have been. What would I have been at the time? Well, I would have been about 10, I think, at the time. And that was the thing. Everybody wanted a terrapin, and my parents were foolish enough to actually buy them. And even though I don't actually live with my parents anymore, they still look after my terrapins. But they love them, you know. They're nice pets. We're a family of animal lovers, and yeah, they still happily look after my terrapins. And in fact, they look after my tortoise as well. I have a tortoise here. With me and my girlfriend have a tortoise. Quite strange when I met my girlfriend, we discovered that we both own tortoises. So which was a weird coincidence. And she has a small tortoise. I had a very large tortoise that I actually inherited him from a neighbour who passed away, which was, you know, a bit different. And yeah, so obviously the big tortoise had to stay with my parents, so he happily lives in their garden, and we have our little tortoise here now at our new house, and she lives happily. She's got her pen in the garden, and then at this time of year she's living indoors. She just wanders around the house all day, which she loves. She usually ends up just going behind the sofa and falling asleep. You know, at this time of year they're getting ready to hibernate, so they're not very active. They don't eat. They just sort of chill out and find a corner of the room and fall asleep for most of the day, which is fine. Okay, sorry, I'm waffling on a little bit, telling you a bit about my home life. Why not? You know, I've got to talk about something on these videos, haven't I? Right, so let's get some more bats while I'm just here thinking about it. Right, what am I doing? I'm buying bats. Where are the bats? I can't remember where they were from. I thought they were African. No, Egyptian, that's it. Right, let's get another 4. Oops, I missed one there. And refresh. Let's get another 4. There we go. Right, now let's get all of them sent into here. Now hopefully there's a lot more bats in here now. Good. Yeah, it's a decent number by the looks of it. You're always going to see them now. There's enough that you can see them all flying around and hanging around. I hope they introduce more things like this, because this is really, really cool. I mean, it needs detailing big time. Which is what I might do next, actually. Before I do the cave, before I do the cave, I'm going to do the exhibits. So my thinking with these exhibits, let's get into one of these ones first, if I can select it. So let's get to the building. Let's go to edit. So what I'm thinking here, I want to continue that same theme with the bricks, because the bricks looked good out on the outside bit. So what I'm thinking is something along these lines, like this, and then simply just blending it like that. I'll smarten that edge there, and yeah, literally just having them kind of built into the wall like so. Now, do I need that? Yes, I think I need that like that. Now I just want to go, I guess, hopefully, yeah, I'm miles away from from poking out the top. Yeah, I like that. It's simple, and then I can just detail these edges a little bit, can't I? So let's just pull here just a tiny bit, just to blend that in. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Yeah, see, I think that looks really cool, and then maybe if I go with, let's come back into here and maybe just get a nice thick beam attached, I reckon, just to kind of hide this little bit of black framework here. I'm not too keen on that, so if I can hide that, just get the beam in there like so, and then lift it up and do the same at the top. There we go, just that little extra bit of detailing there. I think that just sort of caps it off nicely, and then I can come back and I can put some information boards or graphics on this wall as well at some point. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's just put it back to night time and see what we're looking like at night, because I may need a bit more light on here, but possibly not, because no, you see, yeah, you get the lights in there, you see, so I want it to be dark so that all you get is the lighting coming from inside the exhibits. Yeah, I like that. Great. Right, let's do the same over here. I'm basically doing the same for all of them. I mean, that's just how these things work in real life. Let's get back to bricks. So I was tempted to do an arch, but I kind of want it filled all the way around, I think, like that. I think it looks better. So yeah, let's go with that. Oh, I think I can probably get away with a smaller one up the top on this one. Yeah, there we go. Is that... Actually, that doesn't quite reach the top. I might just have to pull that down just a little bit, but that's fine. Let's get back to our beams. It's one of those things that you end up sort of repeating yourself, but in this sort of exhibit, that's exactly how it would be built if they were doing all of this at the same time, and they would repeat patterns and construction methods. So there's no problem in doing it. Well, I don't think so anyway. There we go. Let's just pull this terrain down just a little bit, just to blend it in with the top here. So there's still a lot more detailing that I want to do in this cave. Lots, like I say, lots of stalactites, things hanging down from the ceiling. I'll get some flowers, kind of like some of the green. What is it? The alpine currant, I think, is a good one, where you have it hanging down from the ceiling, upside down. It looks like some sort of dripping moss. I'll have to have a look at the water effects and see if there's a dripping water. I'm not too sure that there is. Or what other sort of effects there are. Special effects are one of those things that I've not used as much as I would like. So I'd like to have a good browse through the different effects and see what I can do with them. And somewhere like this is the perfect opportunity, I think, to test stuff out. And there we go. Again, I think I just need to play with the ceiling a little bit there. Let's go with our beam. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. If you've got some ideas, then please do share them. So far, everyone seems to be approving of what I'm doing, which is great. I'm really enjoying this series. It's one of those games, Planet Zoo, where you have flashes of inspiration and you get all enthusiastic and you start a zoo, and then you get going, and then you can very easily run out of inspiration and ideas. And it does happen. You know, it happens to us all. And it's not always easy to get the inspiration back again, but I'm finding that actually filming in this particular way, where I'm doing it live and chatting to you guys as I go along, it's a lot more enjoyable than how I was doing it before. I kind of put pressure on myself, I think, before. Whereas now I feel much more relaxed doing the filming like this. And you guys seem to be enjoying it, which is obviously the most important thing. So yes, I really do appreciate that you're still watching. And well, I assume you are by this point. Like I say, this is 4 or 5 videos ahead of where you guys are now. So for all I know, you've all stopped watching and told me I'm an idiot. But yeah, we'll wait and see. I hope you're still watching by the time this video goes out and still enjoying what I'm doing. I think this series is going to go on and on. I really do. I've got lots of ideas, and I think it's one of those series that I could just keep going on for much time. Right, now how am I going to do this one? Because this to me looks like this doorway is much bigger. I don't think it's the right size for this, is it? Or is it? Hang on, why is that not letting me build properly? Ooh, that's not letting me put it over the doorway. What's going on there? I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. Just let me build one there. And there. Okay, so that is... Okay, there we go. It is working. Good. Oh yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, so I want to pull the roof right down if I can. Although, I see the roof is quite high there, so I may have to use some rocks up here. But let's get this up here first. Let's do that. Actually, let's do that. Let's get one up here if I can. Hang on. It's so hard doing this underground sometimes. There we go. Right, let's just get into terrain and see if this can be pulled at all here or not. It's going to look a bit odd, isn't it? Do you know what I might have to do here? Let's come in here. Let's stick with our tropical rocks. Let's get this one, not align it to surface. And I wonder if I could just sort of make a fake roof up here. Like that. And then I can fill in this front bit with it as well. How does that look inside? It's just covering up that mesh actually, so I may just want to raise that up a little bit, because I don't know if the bats actually sit on the roof, do they? Or do they? No, the bats sit on this bit, so actually no, I think that looks pretty good. So let's, just to make sure I can delete them easily, let's just group this together. And let's just keep on adding them in. It's kind of tricky to see where you're putting them when you're building underground. It's very disorientating. Right, hang on. I'll tell you what's, because it doesn't need to be too precise. So actually, what I can do is kind of just copy and paste a little bit. I think might. Oops, that's the wrong way. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Something like that. And then I can just slide them along. Yeah, there we go. That looks fine. Let's bring them, whoops, right the way up to the end here. Hang on, let's just make sure that's all okay on the inside. Yeah. Cool, okay. And then actually I could probably do with taking that right across the roof here. So let's just keep going with that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Alright, let's just get back to this side. How are we looking here? So I feel like I want to use these probably aligned to surface and bring them down like this, I think. Hang on, let's. Right, I don't want them sticking through. I do want them on the outside. So yeah, I think something like this will look okay. If I get them all just turned a little bit different, let's just get them kind of spaced out like this. Let's make sure they turn, keep it all looking a little bit different. Right, how are we looking? Don't mind that. No. Oh, working underground can be quite stressful. Okay, I just want to continue the theme down the side here, sort of thing. Something like that, and then just fill this gap in here as well. Let's get that spun around a bit. Bit of variety, good, and probably the same over on this side as well. So you've got like a complete tunnel of these rocks kind of lining this doorway here. Something like that. How are we looking? Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that looks all right. I could probably do with, yeah, this top bit needs to be blocked off, doesn't it? So let's whoops, I always get that wrong. It's so hard. It's very disorientating, isn't it? You can't quite see which direction the arrows are actually going in. There we go. Let's get that in there, and then that way, I think. Okay, good. So that's our roof there just sorted out as well. And obviously I can put more stuff in here. So for example, if I want to, I can just, yeah, I can kind of fill this in, you know, make it all look. No, hang on, I wanted that, yeah, up the other way. There we go. Yeah, just to get that gap there filled in, just to disguise that a little bit up there. Good, that looks much better, doesn't it, as an entranceway. And then I guess I need the same at this end. So again, let's edit this. Let's get the archway in. Now here is a little bit tricky. Hang on. This way is going to be fine because I can just do that. Let's raise it up here as well and get it. Very tricky maneuvering in here. Okay, that's good. Let's go with that. I think I'm going to have it like that and then see if I can pull this land in here. Let's just see what works and what doesn't. I don't know if I can really pull this in or not. I think I might just be able to. Yeah, here we go. Let's just get this covered. I probably want to, actually, let's just up this intensity a little bit. There we go. That's better. Get that corner looking much better like that. Okay, that's good. Yes, you come in here. This is your roof, which again I will cover up. I think I will. Yeah, I think I want to use this in the same way as I did before, and to create a sort of an arch of stone coming along the top here. Something like this. It's always worth it in the end, this sort of thing. It is time consuming. It can get quite fiddly, but ultimately I think this whole thing will look really quite nice. Just want to make sure nothing's poking through on the inside there. That's good. So yeah, I'm going to detail the inside of this habitat a bit as well. I don't want to overdo the habitat, but it's very bland. And to be fair, actually, I've seen bat exhibits in real life and they are quite bland because bats don't need a lot and they don't do a lot. Let's be honest, bats are nocturnal, so they are generally very dark exhibits and pretty empty, really. Right, let's just fill in any gaps, which I don't think there are. Okay. Yeah, see, that looks nice now, doesn't it? Right, and then let's just see if I can highlight these again. And this needs to be, again, it just needs to be flipped upside down and brought down, and then I'll just completely cover this ceiling area here with this stuff just to blend it all in a little bit and, you know, just disguise that roof there a little bit so it doesn't look quite so bland. And I can do some more stuff that will climbing up the walls as well. I'm just trying to get the basics done first. So that's, yeah, I like the entranceways now. I think they all look really nice. Let me just check on the time. I've not got my timer going this episode. My phone is in the other room and I forgot to bring it in, which is what I usually use. But I have got a big clock behind me, so I'm just going to turn around and see what the time is. Okay, This has been quite a long episode already. It looks like I've been going about 45 or 50 minutes actually, so I'm going to call it a day there. We are making some good progress, but there's still a lot more to do in this cave. Lots of detailing still around the windows, inside the bat exhibit, and I still want to detail the cave with stalactites and more rocks and things like that. But it is coming together quite nicely now, I think. I will try and do something here. I'm not going to do the same sort of entrance. I'll just try and make this look a little bit smoother. Here's a bit of a better cave entrance as well. We'll see. I've got an idea actually with some stalagmites and things in there. But yeah, there we go. Let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you're enjoying this this little project we've got going at the moment. If you are, you could hit the like button for me. That would be fantastic. And as I always say, please do leave any comments or suggestions if you have them, and I will read, I will reply, and I will implement if I think they're good enough. You're bound to have better suggestions and ideas than I do, so please keep them coming. So I will see you again very soon, I hope. Until then, do take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.